Hi, good afternoon. Thank you all for having me, Mr. Shreyams Kumar, Deepika and Mayura. And just wanted to set the context for our panel with a small presentation. So, the topic being fact-based journalism, is it a winning proposition or not? And please allow me to indulge a bit in Tamil, and I will explain to you what exactly I mean. Thiruvalluvar, more than 2000 years back, said, எப்பொருள் யார் யார் வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அரிது. It simply means, what you listen from whom and where contextually. Please try and find the fact behind whatever you listen to, and that is what good brains is all about. So journalism is nothing but what we attempt to follow at Anandavikatan for 97 years. We are soon going to be turning a centenary, just like Mathrubhumi, as we are attempting to do this. And you can you click, please? The cartoon that you see, the irrepressible R.K. Lakshman, and if you can't see what it says there, of course you weren't spreading rumors. The charge is that you were spreading facts. Okay, and any guesses in which year R.K. Lakshman did this cartoon? Any guesses from the audience? It's about 60 years old, 1962. So nothing has changed for many, many years. There are a lot of challenges that journalism keeps facing from time to time. We can go to the next. And today, this is what journalism kind of looks like. How many of you are here from newsrooms who are filing multiple stories every day and at multiple timelines? So we are running a rat race. We are running on the treadmill, and it's actually kind of killing us. And so where does fact-based journalism have space in all of this? You can go to the next. Anybody care to elaborate? I think I have lived through a period where there was not enough information, and magazines and newspapers and media were the guardians or the gatekeepers of information. What needed to reach the public needed gatekeepers to reach. But today there's a problem where we have too much information. TMI is a kind of phrase that they use for that, right? There's far too much information. What do people need media organizations for? What do we need journalism for? What is fact-based reporting? You can go to the next. So, on the left-hand side, I'm not going to mention any names here, but clickbaity journalism gets 7.4 million followers. And, the fact checkers, and I'm sorry I left out Boom Live on this, but fact-based journalism gets 0.8 million. If you're lucky, you get 1 million plus views. So what is this truth? So are people really seeking the truth? And does truth really matter? These are questions that I will probably be posing the panel. And then what is the meaning of truth itself? Nowadays, that's all of that is getting challenged. Very recently we saw this, there is a lot of news that we would love to hear. These are things that we, our heart is pounding for such things. Okay, if, there's a problem in China, very quickly we will surpass them and we'll become number one in the world, right? These are things that we really love. So when these are unfortunately mainstream media which made these posts and these content, what's happening here? Where is truth? Where is the seeking of truth? There are real challenges that we seem to be facing today. Yeah, we can go to the next. Our former DGP from Tamil Nadu, Vijay Kumar, he's a Malayali, so all of you must know him very well. There was one section of a political wing of a party which wanted him to be the governor of Jammu and Kashmir, when Jammu and Kashmir was still a state. And then they started, putting out this. And then there were many media houses who actually posted this saying that he is likely to be the governor of Jammu and Kashmir, and then it all fell apart because this is again wishful thinking and wishful journalism. And there are so many, each and every political party are running their own newsrooms in the social media, and all of that is actually, impacting our news cycle. Next. So can anybody guess which of these two images is a fact and which has been put out on the internet? Any guesses? So anybody in the audience who thinks left side is the correct wrapper? Any show of hands? Left side is the correct wrapper. Any show of hands? Anybody still awake? Yeah. Or the right side is the correct wrapper? Okay, some hands came up. Yes, the right side is the correct wrapper, and obviously, I don't need to tell you which IT wing specialized in the left side wrapper. And then there were cases which were foisted against us for this also. And it just happens. So what is truth is so in the early days there used to be a problem where there was not enough evidence for uncovering the truth. Now there is too much of evidence. Video evidence is not enough, audio evidence is not enough, visual evidence is not enough. What is evidence has now become a question, right? So please, next. In my age, there used to be something called political correctness. Political correctness means you don't talk, you don't talk ill about others, you don't talk, you don't try to boast about yourself, you don't keep, there's this slightly left of center used to be politically correct. Now, what is political correctness has completely altered, right? And now the majority view, and I heard sometime before that, the truth is what the majority thinks is the truth. Now that is very dangerous, because if that is the truth, then there is no scope for the truth, even if there is truth in it, right? So what used to be politically correct has now become woke. So if you are, LGBTQIA plus, or if you're supportive of, things like environment friendliness and things like that, or if you're supportive of, the left of center, you become woke. And woke is nowadays, kind of looked down upon, because woke people are supposed to be in a minority. And the truth is actually what is politically correct now, right? So we are going through a lot. Yeah, you can go next. How many of you recognize this gentleman? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did expect the answer from Danya, but yeah, we see Sajjanar, former ADGP of Telangana, and I think you all know what he was very popular for, his encounter deaths, and we can go. So at the time when, there was this Disha rape case, gang rape case, and then he went on to murder, or supposedly they led to a situation where, there had to be a killing, and then, and the whole internet went agog about how he is the next, whatever, the next big hero. And then it went on to, many years later, the court telling, yeah, please click again. Yeah, the court telling how, this whole thing, there was so much of premeditation in this encounter that it was unbelievable and it was unacceptable in a democratic system, right? We can go next. Okay, I don't know if too many of you would know about this photograph, but this photograph was a very important evidence which was presented. This boy here was 19 years old. This happened in the US, so I'm just giving you a small example. It's a beautiful case of how journalism brought out the truth. 19-year-old boy, his name is Adnan Syed. He was dating a 16-year-old girl, and then she was found murdered, and circumstantial evidence made him, the victim. He was behind bars for 23 years. One lone journalist, after 15 years he was in jail, saw there was too many incongruencies in the judgment, and she went about, and it became serial podcast, one of the world's best podcasts, downloaded 340 million times, and the case was reopened, and very recently, as early as a week back, Adnan Saeed was freed at age 41. He has lost his youth, but at least he's got back his life. So journalism and truth can prevail, should prevail, and yeah. So this is, I'm hoping to raise the questions that, truth should raise in the days to come. Thank you.